IVC back again for a final update. This is for January. I haven't done one for a while again, but usual, just busy and sort of things, and sort of waiting until I'd got enough stuff to sort of show. So yeah, so I've got a book, CDs, 7-inch singles and albums. So I'll get on. First of all is this Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. This is by Richard Cole, who worked with Led Zeppelin through their career, so it's sort of an insider sort of view of Led Zeppelin, so that should be quite an interesting one. So I picked that up in the charity shop for sort of 99p, so that'd be a good read. So that's the first thing. Next up I'm going to show a load of 7-inch singles. First up I went to a charity shop in a couple of weeks ago, and it does electrical goods and records, so they have quite a lot of records in there. And they had sort of about 5 boxes of 7-inch singles, and I went through every one because I had loads of time, so I picked up a nice few. So first up was this one, which is Joe Cocker and Delta Lady. Next up is Gary Newman or Juve Army. We are, oh hang on, Our Friends Electric, sorry about that. Next up is Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, Enola Gay. Spandau Ballet, to cut a long story short. The Tourists, and this is I Only Want to Be With You. Ghostbusters single, again that's the 7-inch version. I now have the 7-inch, the 12-inch version and the glow in the dark one from Record Store Day last year. Next up is this is Jonah Louie, Stop the Cavalry. This is sort of quite a well-known song in England. It sort of seems to be on it's on lots of Christmas compilations, so that was quite nice to find. And last but not least, this one, I had a trip up to London at the beginning of January, and I found this one, which is Nas Nomad and the Nightmares. I had too much to dream last night, but with cold turkey. The other way around. And basically, if you don't know, Nas Nomad and the Nightmares were the Damned under another name, and they sort of did covers of sort of 60s nugget style music, so that was really good. I saw them a few times as well, so that was good. So next up are the CDs. This is a belated Christmas present from my wife, and this is Government Mule, Dark Side of the Mule. This is a triple CD and DVD set, and it's basically a show from 2008 Halloween show. They basically played a set of their own music, so that's the first CD. Then the second CD is they did a special set because it's Halloween, and they did Pink Floyd covers, and that stretches onto the third CD with a couple of their own as the encore. So that's 3 CDs, and like I said, and then the whole show was filmed as well, so there's a nice DVD. So that was really good, really enjoyed watching that actually, and the cover versions are really, really good. So if you like sort of Government Mule or whatever, check it out, it's really good. That's called Dark Side of the Mule. To sort of go with that, another companion piece there, I think it's their 20th anniversary this year or last year, and so they're releasing a load of stuff. So basically that one, which is old, and there's this one, which is Government Mule featuring John Scofield, and it's called Skull Mule, and this is a double CD, and basically if you pre-ordered on their website you got another disc with some more songs on it as well, so that was nice. I'll just show you this one. Actually I didn't fold this one out. So you got the 3 CDs there, and then you get the DVD comes in that bit, so that was nice. So that's Christmas present, so thank you to the wife. Right, last for the CDs is this one, and this is the soundtrack to Lawless. This is sort of, it was it's a book, but it was just the screenplay for the film was written by Nick Cave, and they've sort of done some music, and they've got sort of musicians in, and they've got Mark Lanegan, Ralph Stanley, who's country artist, Emmylou Harris, basically the three artists, and they do cover versions of lots of different songs which are all part of the film. I mean, if you haven't seen the film, go and get it out. It's a really good film, so check it out anyway, regardless of it sort of being Nick Cave involvement. But yeah, so they got some really good ones like Fire and Brimstone. There's a Mark Lanegan version, and then there's a Ralph Stanley version which is just completely different. He just does it in his own style. Again, there's White Heat. Again, it's done by Mark Lanegan and again by Ralph Stanley later on. Again, completely different versions. It's just really interesting, really check it out. Right, now to vinyl. Like I said, I went up to London at the beginning of January and picked up sort of a few records. There's sort of, I tend to go to Berwick Street because it's easy from where I live. I just go straight through on the Piccadilly line, and I'm in Soho. If you go to Berwick Street, there's sort of 3 or 4 record shops in one road, so it's sort of nice and easy because I don't sort of tend to have a lot of time. I had my youngest son with me on that shopping trip, so I didn't sort of have, you know, ages and ages to dig through all the stuff, so I picked up a few bits. So I'm just going to show you, I'm just sorting out which ones I got there, so excuse me. So first up was, in a couple of videos ago I mentioned I bought a book by Joni Mitchell, and I was waiting to get some of her albums before I read it because it was on a certain period of her recording career and everything. So this is nice. Right, I have to stop now.